Firstly, Happy New Year to all my lovely viewers. Now, to start off the new year, we have this car in lane 2 next to a lorry. They decide to cut up the lorry there, really close, and then catch up with me and slow down. This annoys the lorry. So you can see the lorry's already weaving around a little bit here. Goes to lane 2. The other car then decides to go to lane 2 and cuts them up again. Now this actually continues even more. However, we are going to take a quick break from that action to watch the front camera at the same time. So here we are with this BMW, who decides that the 50 mph speed limit with average speed cameras doesn't apply to them, and they undertake this silver car, who to be fair is lane hogging a little bit. And now we're back to the lorry. This Iceland lorry here. They are extremely close now to the Honda and get even closer. And this is where I'm just like, nope, I am getting out of here. You can see my speed. I've gone down to 40 odd miles an hour instead of 50 just to get out of the way of this idiot in a lorry who's a professional driver who cannot let the fact that they got cut up, they can't let it go. So they continue to tailgate this car for a very long time. Probably a couple of brake checks in there by the looks of it, but they shouldn't be that close. They could easily get into lane 1 if they want to, but they don't. They want to prove a point. And then eventually, as the other cars exit, the lorry does move into lane 1 and then pulls alongside the black car. So annoyingly, this is where we lose them because we take the Basildon exit. So we lose sight of anything else which goes on. But some really bad driving from the professional lorry driver. Now we're coming up to a couple of mini roundabouts. Watch the silver car behind because I do it properly. They try and straight line it here. They end up having to brake to not go in the back of me. And the same car obviously has no idea how roundabouts work, as they just miss it to turn right. Now if we have any fans from the Westcliff GoPro channel, they will understand where this is, and they are used to the queue jumping which goes on coming up to this A12 junction. We're looking at the flatbed in lane 1 here. Maybe they are used to that queue jumping and realise even though there's no cars there, it's still the quickest way to do it. They decide just to pull in front, no indication, really late. They had all the time in the world to do that before I got there, but they decided to wait until I actually got pretty close before pulling over. Just to show that they are so good at driving. Again, they can't even keep within the lines. If you cannot stay within the lines in this one, you're going too fast, quite simply. What the fuck? Why would you do that? for some reason they decided to cut me off for no reason, so I'm keeping an eye on that, make sure I don't do anything stupid. So for this clip we are looking at the black car which has just exited roundabout and then had a little wander over to lane 2. So with this little stretch, it's okay to be in the right hand lane if you want to go right, because it's not very far, and that second lane is the only one which actually goes into the right hand lane at the roundabout. This lane 1 goes into a left and a straight lane. So what puzzles me here is that if you're in the right hand lane and you want to go right, why don't you go to the right hand lane on the roundabout?
Nice. Enjoy the great weather with great quality, great tasting food and drinks. Whether you're planning a barbecue with your mates or a get-together for the whole family, there's everything you need at great value. Available at the end of
Especially if you're going high, why did you change the lane?
barbecue skills this summer, thanks to Lysol. For a chance to win a Weather Gas barbecue plus accessories and a Marshall.
I also don't get why you would sit in the right hand lane if you're turning left at the next roundabout, like this white car here. Really don't understand it. No one can plan ahead, it seems. Another muted clip, so you still have to deal with my lovely voice commentating. We're watching the car behind and the general situation. You can see it's quite trafficky, we've got a slip road joining. Obviously it's a great time to undertake to get that one car in front that you must get because you're driving a German car. Much more important than anyone else. Now, obviously, it's a friend behind, I think, because now that they are through, they want to tailgate me like crazy. I'm trying to get down to 50 miles an hour, which is the speed limit. I've got to take my time now because of a driver behind, again in another German car, which has to tailgate. I am now eyeing up the gap between the grey car and the white BMW behind, or now behind. So I'm eyeing up that gap to get out of the way of this idiot. As I do so, you can see the BMW decides to close the gap a little bit, which doesn't help. And then the German car driver has to get a couple cars in front, cut across, and end up getting absolutely nowhere fast. Just a little parking annoyance here. These vans or so have parked in such an awkward place that you can't actually see around the corner. Luckily, the Porsche managed to stop in time, and I was going slow enough to negotiate without any trouble.
Go straight on.
This one went round there. That one didn't bother. So here we have a very impatient Tesco delivery van. You can see the flashes and you watch them move out to the other side of the road and you can see in front there is a biker going quite slowly and it is a country lane. So you can't see very far, maybe 25, 50 yards in front. That's not enough to overtake safely. But this van keeps going out, flashing, probably waving no arms, I can't really see with a reflection, but having a right old moan. So what do? I back off, give the cyclist plenty of room to try and avoid this van stupidly overtaking. The other thing as well, I'm actually turning left very soon. So there is no point in me overtaking. I know they've got delivery time slots and all that, but that impatience just gets you nowhere. there now, or... Ignore the red light then. Get the red road driver. So we have a situation here because of an accident, which is limiting the lanes down to one lane which turns right. You get the obvious situation. Some people have to defend their space with their lives and cannot let anyone else in. So I am looking for the gap behind this white car to my right now, which is a perfectly reasonable gap to go into, because you'll see the cars try and merge, one by one into that right-hand lane. You can see I'm due to go into the next one. But there's a car next to me who's having absolutely none of it. And then they almost get in the way of the ambulances trying to get through. Why are some people so oblivious and so stupid to the situation around them? And there's the accident which we had to deal with.